pulled into a parking lot the other day and a friend of mine was meeting us there and she said, wow, what is that car? And I said, it's a 2025 Alfa Romeo Tonale Tribute Italiano. She said, you must be rich. Well, she knows we're not rich, but she didn't know that this fancy design car is actually a medium priced all-wheel drive plug-in hybrid. It's where Italian design meets plug-in power. This is the 2025 Tonale Tribute Italiano, which could be called the best kept secret in the luxury compact plug-in hybrid SUV game. It's Alfa Romeo's top of the line Tonale trim, blending exclusive styling with practicality of an electric all-wheel drive and plug-in technology. Now this may compete with the Audi Q5 plug-in hybrid, the BMW X1 M35i, and the Lexus NX 450h Plus. But it really stands out because of its design. It's got the distinctive Rosso Alpha red exterior color, which is really beautiful, and the black and dark red interior, which we'll look at as we go inside. It's got body colored cladding and fender flares that really give it a clean, sportier look. You've got gloss black badging and mirror caps and 20-inch wheels that really stand out for that premium, aggressive stance. Powertrain and performance, you've got a plug-in hybrid paired with a 1.3-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine with that electric motor. It provides about 285 horsepower, and it's an electric all-wheel drive is standard. So you get quick acceleration from that electric motor and confident traction because you are low to the ground in a race car feeling type of SUV. You can get to 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds. You've got EV range of about 33 miles, which is enough for most daily commutes. Plug it in at night at home, level 1 charging, and next day you've got another 33 miles of range. You also have regenerative braking with the selectable modes that are called the DNA, the dynamic, normal, and advanced efficiency modes. Really makes a difference in performance and handling of this vehicle. Let's check out the interior of this Alfa Romeo Tonale Italiano. So inside this Alfa Romeo, you really have a sporty feel. The first thing you notice is these oversized paddle shifters. These are monsters. Sometimes you get tiny little ones. These are actually very large. Now I find they get in the way, see, of the windshield wiper, which I don't need much here in California, but also in the turn signal. I had to get really used to not hitting that paddle shifter when I turned on the turn signal because they're right in the way. But that really stands out. The second thing that stands out is the start button, the start engine and stop button right here on the steering wheel. It's no longer over here. In fact, you have a button right here for the drive mode selector that feels like that's where the start stop mode should go, but it doesn't work. You got to find it right there. You've got the nice Alfa Romeo crest right here in the center of the steering wheel. And then you've got all the buttons for the adaptive cruise control on one side, and then the information screens in the front of the driver cluster. You got information screen buttons here. Got a nice driver cluster here that is that can be configured into all kinds of different modes, which is really nice. And it also has separate readings for the electric battery range as well as the gasoline hybrid motor range. So right now I've got 27 miles of an electric battery charge that I could use for driving around town. It'll automatically kick into hybrid mode when I want to drive longer distances beyond that 33 miles or when I need to accelerate on freeways. So you've got that option as well. As you move over here, in fact, the digital cluster in front of the driver is smaller than the center screen here. This is a 10.25-inch touchscreen. It has access to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless access, I should say. You also have buttons up here for the heated and ventilated seats and the heated steering wheel. And then you've got media, navigation. It's kind of slow to respond here. You've got your comfort buttons here that also handle the steering wheel and heated seats, but also the dual climate control for driver and passenger. It's very nice to have dual climate control. But you also have those buttons down here. Down you've got the DNA mode selector, which is very interesting. D really pumps it up. That's dynamic. D for dynamic. Really gets the engine going. It's all gas as far as I could tell, and it'll get you moving. You can hear it kick on when it comes on. Go back to N. That's more of a normal driving. That is where it goes between electric only and electric and gas driving, depending on where you're driving, how fast you're driving, and how much range you have left in your electric motor. And then if you go to A, that'll give you advanced efficiency. So now you're going to drive in electric only mode, but you'll do much more regenerative braking, so you'll be able to save battery power when you're in the A mode, advanced efficiency. I tend to keep it in the N, normal mode, but you have your choice. And that's very nice to see choices in this Alfa Romeo. As you move farther down, you've got a couple USB plugs down here. You got a 12-volt charger, and then you have the wireless device charger, your phone charger. It's sort of tilted up, so I have a good view of it, which is really nice. And it is wireless. It also charges through my case and pop up on the back of my phone. That's a plus in my book. So I love to see that. Move on down, you've got a standard shifter, which I really appreciate, because sometimes you have, in modern vehicles, you can have different types of shifters, whether they be dial or buttons or levers. This is a standard looking shifter. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and of course you shift it over to the left, and you've got a manual, so you could use these monster paddle shifters. On the side of that, you've got volume control, which is a rolling button, and it is easy to grab. I don't find it as slippery as I have in other vehicles. It also serves as a mute button. Parking selector, and then you've got your e-save button for saving electricity here. You've got a parking button that'll do automatic parking for you. I haven't tried it out yet, but it will park either straight in or parallel parking. And then you could turn the parking sensors off if you don't want to hear them. There are a lot of warnings in this vehicle, which is really nice to have when you're driving. Safe and sure. So all in all, it is, on the outside, it looks very exotic, very foreign, very Italian. On the inside, you've got standard controls, a little bit of cool design, including those Alfa Romeo badges all around to remind you that you are not driving your standard American SUV. Now you're driving Italiano. So let's take it for a ride. Just got to make sure I'm unplugged, moving forward. Nice and quiet, very little road noise, and very smooth ride. Really getting comfortable in this Alfa Romeo. It does not feel like a foreign car. It feels like a nice, stable, plug-in SUV. Interior-wise and technology, you'll have those heated and ventilated front seats. You got premium leather seats with red stitching, very subtle, very nice. It really elevates this from the Veloce trim of Alfa Romeo lineup. So cargo space, you've got sort of the compact SUV proportions, but my grandson had no problem sitting in the second row. There's also a fold down opening to the rear, so you can actually put some long pieces of wood. There's room to be able to move it through from the cargo space into the second row to carry a lot more cargo. Safety and driver assist technology. It's got standard active driving assist, which includes lane centering and adaptive cruise control. You got blind spot monitoring and the 360 camera overhead, but also a front facing camera so you can see when you're pulling into spots. Very nice to have. It also has automatic parking if you want to do parallel or perpendicular pull-in parking. You can set it up to do that in this Alfa Romeo. Fuel economy, like I said, you've got electric only driving for up to 33 miles and gas only are going to get about 29 miles per gallon. So you're going to get a combined 77 miles per gallon equivalent driving this 2025 Alfa Romeo. Base price for the 2025 Alfa Romeo Tonale Italiano is $51,995. This particular model had a lot of options, including that red color, $695 option, the active assist package, which includes a surround view camera, park assist, and the auto dimming rearview mirror, which is $2,000 extra. You also got a nice power moonroof, $1,400 extra, and an additional key fob, which is $40 extra. All told, as tested, $58,125 for the 2025 Alfa Romeo Tonale Italiano. So all in all, I really like the sporty and agile feel of this Alfa Romeo. You got nice tight steering and a low center of gravity. Really feels like you're driving a sports car, but it's a very functional sports car and SUV. It's very quiet in EV mode, and you've got decent torque for passing and city driving and for getting out and getting to it. The 2025 Alfa Romeo Tonale Tribute Italiano all-wheel drive, a very different looking SUV that has all-wheel drive functionality, has electric functionality with that plug-in hybrid, and it just looks cool. Check it out.
Hey, I want to take a moment to thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. We put a lot of effort into producing the best quality videos that we can, so we appreciate you watching. If you like us, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to leave a financial donation, there's a way to do that through YouTube or my Venmo account. And if you haven't subscribed, please do and come ride shotgun here at Car Guy Drives. Now, back to the review.
Fan up a little, I just press the button, I get up to the next level of fan. Very nice.
You got me down again.